Hey, Potter People, it's Riley,
And Isaac.
and welcome to Potter People Podcast.
Woo!
On this episode, we will be talking about authors that we've had and will be having on the show, even though we don't want to give away all of them. We'll be talking about other news besides Harry Potter news, and we will be talking about future plans that we have for the show, since the trailer for Part 2 is supposed to be coming out next month. So let's get started. Okay, the topic of authors. Amazing people, right?
Yeah. First, for a surprise,
What?
I think we're going to reveal a few details of the books that we're writing.
Oh,
Would you like to?
yes.
Riley and I, and Alejandra, who's unfortunately is not here right now. She passed away. No, she didn't. It sounds like we're talking about someone who passed away, though.
Yeah, she's unfortunately.
I wish Alejandra was here. Okay. Anyway, we're all writing books. Well, novels, you could call them. Yeah. So if you want to hear a few details, go ahead, Riley.
I'm currently writing a book that I won't tell you the title of the first book, but the series is called The Protectors Chronicles, and it's going to be 6 books, and it's about 4 kids who are protecting the Wake, which is like the magical Bible. Anyway, I know. But anyway, they go down to the magical realm because they're summoned there by Alessandra, the great prophetess.
Alexandria.
No, it actually. Anyway, they go down to the magical realm and they learn about their past, and they learn about the evil character in the book whose name is Pravis, which is Latin for evil. And that wasn't always his name. It was actually Magnus, which means great in Latin, and he moved to Pravis because I can't tell you why, but you'll have to wait until the book comes out. And so basically it's just their adventures in the magical realm, and in the second book, some of my favorite characters are introduced, and then something happens that's sad and scary at the end of the second book, and their lives are changed forever. And the main characters' names are Will, Velma, Jed, and Sol.
The novel that I am writing, I'm not going to reveal the series name, but
You'll reveal the title?
I'll reveal the first book's title, which is The Interventionists. And my book is written in third person, so it kind of goes back between people's point of view.
That's what mine is.
And okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Anyway, so my book is about these. It starts out with this kid named James Knighton, and he has these dreams at night, the same dream over and over. And at the end of the dreams, there's a voice that's talking to him, and it gives him different messages each night. And so he goes to the doctor about it because the first night he had the dreams, he felt sick and he was like going unconscious and stuff. So they can't figure out what's wrong with him. And then it goes back to this other dimension of Earth where these people have special powers. The people of this dimension can get inside people's dreams or inside their head and send them messages and control them. So I might post more stuff on our YouTube page if you're curious.
And should we talk about Alejandra's?
Sure.
Hers just sounds amazing. Her working title that we came up with is Wander. It's about this girl who goes on a quest to find her sister, I think. Wasn't it her sister? Who gets kidnapped by like werewolves. But Alejandra came up with this really great prophecy. It gave us like tingles. It was great. Me. She read it to us in Taco Bell. I cannot imagine a better setting.
So dramatic.
Let's move on to the
This
Alright.
time, for real, we're going to talk about authors. I introduced a surprise segment last time where we talked about our books, but now we're going to talk about other people's books, but more generally, them as a people, a person, them as a people. I sound so stupid. Authors! Okay, they're going to come on our show. We have some authors lined up. And we're not going to reveal too much, but we have different categories.
Have been on the show.
Kidding. Okay. We have authors who have been on our show.
Might be on our show.
Are not going to be on our show.
Are not going to be on our show.
and will be on our show in
Positive.
later
You know.
times or dimensions.
So, as you know, Jennifer Brown, author of the best-selling novel Hate List, was on our show. And I love the book. It's about a school shooting.
Actually, this is more accurate. Funny
So
story
anyway.
while we're on that topic. I was running in PE for cardio, and I was doing this motion to someone because we all hate cardio because we have to run a ton. And our PE coach is mean. Hopefully he doesn't watch this. He's not mean.
He's
pretty
not gonna
nice.
watch this.
Yeah.
He's not gonna.
Anyway, so I was running. I was like this, and then she was like, "Actually, this is more accurate." I was like, "How do you know that?"
Who was this?
I can't reveal a name online.
Who was it?
Tell you later. Anyway, back from our random subject of shootings.
Anyway, so
So,
she was really nice.
Jennifer
and
Brown was on, and she was awesome.
We have autographs from her. So anyway, will not be on our show. Sophie Jordan,
Sophie Jordan.
author of Firelight.
Sophie Jordan.
Sophie Jordan.
Sophie Jordan.
I was gonna buy her book at Barnes and Noble,
But
then I
he
was-
didn't. Right.
Right.
I'm right, and you're right. Yeah, Sophie Jordan.
I really wanted to read the book, but
So Sophie Jordan decided that she would be on our podcast for
Yeah.
some reasons that we
it's
understand.
yeah.
She's writing her own books. Anyway, some authors that will be on our podcast. We're not going to reveal all of them because that'd be too much, but we're going to reveal one per podcast. And the first one that we're going to reveal today is
Kirsten White, author of Paranormalcy.
That's her. Isn't she beautiful? Right. I'll read about her bio so you understand who she is and what type of life she comes from. Dramatic. Kirsten White has one tall husband and two small children. Like me, I'm a midget. Yay. She lives near the ocean in San Diego, where her days are perfectly normal. This abundance of normal led to her
I'm Miley Cyrus.
to a fascination of, with all things paranormal, including
You're not
but
loud
not
enough.
limited
You have
to
to talk
fairies, vampires, and pop culture. Paranormalcy is her first novel. Visit her online and read her blog at
KirstenWhite.com.
KirstenWhite.com. Sorry, we're just so freaking weird.
So anyway, do you want to do the mite list
She's
now?
coming.
The mite list. The mite.
I would like to. Authors who might be coming on our podcast are
James Dashner, author of The Maze Runner. Becca Fitzpatrick, author of Hush Hush, which I don't have with me. And Michael Scott, author of The Magician. And what we mean by might be is that we're talking to them, we're emailing them. I haven't got responses from them, so that means that it's a yes or a no when the email comes back. So we'll let you guys know. We'll post it on the blog, on the Twitter, on the YouTube, on the Facebook.
And also, I want to get Rick Riordan on the podcast, which is kind of a high order.
I want to get J.K. Rowling.
We want both, but, I want to meet both of them, but I think Rick Riordan's slightly more realistic.
No, shut up.
He is more realistic than J.K. Rowling.
So,
Still.
number one on my bucket list is to meet J.K. Rowling before I die.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
It's a movie. The bucket list.
I know. So, what are we going to talk about now?
BAM!
Ah!
I have an idea! What should we talk about?
We're going to go see
It, it was funny because I was like, I have an idea! Okay. What are we
Wait.
going to talk about?
We're going to go see Tron Legacy.
We're watching that movie tonight at the movie theaters.
Is it a good movie?
You tell us.
You tell us.
Hey, I'm Dora, and I'm going to ask you a question now. Wait, what's my question? Oh. Is the movie good? Tell us in the comments. What do you think about Tron Legacy? Arriba!
We'll see you guys later. Bye.
This has been Potter People Podcast. Tune in next week. Check out our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and blog. And see you later. Hugs and kisses.
Later.
No, you that.
Oh my god. No.